to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers. Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. And here's a look at some numbers for Randall.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
So the New York starting 5, it's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Alfred Payton is out there with Trier, and it's Harkless in at the small forward. And for the Bulls, at small forward and power forward, Porter and Young. Satoransky runs the point with Levine at the 2. And it's Carter in at the 5 spot. Early on, players vying for larger roles and more minutes. And Doris, always interesting to see how all of that materializes.
Yeah, Kev, I think unless you have a veteran team who's maybe been in the playoffs and established themselves, there's nothing set in stone yet.
Chicago ends up going with the new group. Right the pass to Markkanen. Here's Best, defended by Portis. And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. The Bulls have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. And that one misses.
Guys, when you consider the New York Knicks roster, there is some talent amongst their young players. More than a handful of their guys in their first 3 years in the league. Kevin Knox, Mr. Robinson, and Mr. Dotson all could be factors for them in the future.
Valentine passes to Best. Left side, Markkanen. Pass to Best. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at New York. In the early season, they find themselves down in 9th place. And, of course, there's the Bulls. They're tied right now.
And, you know, for the Bulls, they're a team searching for a way to take a leap forward this season. So far, here in the early going, that leap has not existed.
Yeah, it hasn't been all bad, though. I mean, they've had some nice wins, and even if they're not an elite-level team, they still have the look of a playoff team.
Doris with the youth. The Knicks added Dennis Smith to that bunch as well.
No doubt, Kevin. This was a player they had their eyes on. So when you couple Dennis Smith Jr. with some of the young assets they've collected over the last couple of years, there's a ton of young talent coming up in New York right now.
1:43 left to play in the first quarter. And it's Gibson finishing it off.
Well, you combine size, aggression, and toughness, and you get Taj Gibson. My goodness, nicely done.
Left side, Markkanen. Now the pass to Best. Here's Hutchison. Just 5 on the clock. Valentine passes to Best. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Best's got his second basket.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here's Dotson. Banked in off the glass. 56 seconds left to play here in the first. And here's White. 8 points his last outing. Here's Best. And he goes in for the dunk.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit, Greg, for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Outside Portis. Passes it to Bullock. From outside the arc, Markkanen pulls it in.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
And another. Once again, shot good from Best. Best's got 8 points.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Out to the wing. Here's Portis. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Knicks shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one. Free throw good. Portis. Both shots good from the stripe. Here's White. And so it's the Chicago Bulls going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're playing up. Frank Ntilikina has established himself as a legit defender.
Defense is 80% of will and 20% of beat.
A young player with an advanced understanding of defense, and his length gives him an edge.
And his defense is something he enjoys. If he can put it all together at both ends, he's a player you can build around.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for the Knicks, they've got Portis. Reggie Bullock is out there with Ntilikina. Then it's Taj Gibson. And it's Dotson in at the 3 spot. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, before he became a head coach in Memphis and New York, David Fizdale spent 8 seasons as an assistant under Eric Spoelstra in Miami. Now, Spo said he's a brilliant basketball mind that has exceptional gold standard level communication skills. One of the most talented coaches I've been around. So, Kevin, Fizdale is highly respected.
David, he sure is. Great reputation. Now getting his shot. Thank you so much.
Well, Damian Dotson in his second season, this guy was able to get on the floor at a consistent rate and show that he could be a solid contributor.
Bullock passes to Dotson. Chicago grabs the miss. They've held a 12-point lead early. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
Yeah, that was a rough outing. They did a few good things, but the inconsistencies caught up to them in that one.
To be perfectly frank with you, Greg, I'm surprised it was as close as it was. I thought they were outclassed all night.
And Gibson kicks to Portis. Back to Gibson. There's the 3. Dotson can't hit. And for Dotson, as you said, Doris, he got his chance as the Knicks started to play the young guys last season.
And he has the potential, Kevin, Damian Dotson, to be a fantastic three-point shooter from what he's shown to this point. You combine that with his high motor and energy, and there's a lot to like if you're a fan of this team.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Here's Ntilikina. White covering. Count that bucket.
It's so obvious Ntilikina is a pass-first point guard. This guy is an exceptional passer with very good vision.
Right wing. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the cut. Now Payton, 17 points for him last game against Cleveland. He kicks to Harkless. Outside Robinson. Pass to Trier. 4 on the clock. New York needs to get off a shot. New York, no good that time either.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Best. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Here's Robinson. Nice D from Porter.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
And finished off by Porter.
Well, Porter rises high to make sure that one's finished off nicely.
Knicks trail by 19. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Payton. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And he hit his foul shots a season ago at about a 74% clip.
I think Elfrid Payton has exciting potential. He's got unbelievable defensive instincts and work habits. He just needs to develop a little bit more on the offensive end.
It's deflected. They retain possession. And a fast break now for New York. Payton with the ball. There's Trier with the three. That one's not going to go. And it's Chicago the other way.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game. And a great job from the line this quarter. They've gotten their percentage way up there.
For Chicago, they have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
And so Payton will bring it up for the Knicks. They trail by 18. Here's Randall. Hutchison with the rebound. Now Chicago has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. To the paint. And the layup is good. Hutchinson's got 6 here in this quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Payton. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, in the pick and roll, Elfrid Payton trying to advance his skill set. Nice play right there.
There's Satoransky, and that one released in time, but no good. And
Hey, all eyes on me. All right, nice work out there.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things put teams changing it up here. The Bulls leading by 20. Levine is out there with Valentine. Then there's Markkanen, and it's Best in at the center position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Out left to the wing. Here's Hutchison, defended by Harkless. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And a chance now to take a look at the schedule for the Chicago Bulls. On Thursday, they'll be matching up against Eric Bledsoe and the Milwaukee Bucks. And then on Saturday, they'll face off against DeAndre Jordan and the Brooklyn Nets.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing. But it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
Gibson passes to Portis. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Portis has got 8 points in the quarter.
Well, he had trouble making shots in the first period, but rounding into himself here in the second.
Here's Best, defended by Gibson. Here's Hutchison. He has 7. And again, no good by Chicago. To the inside, Dotson. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Well, the Belgian native with the nice dime. Frank Ntilikina getting better as a distributor.
Levine passes to Best. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Taj Gibson picks one up. A lot of switching on every possession in the NBA from a defensive standpoint, and you see the way Doris offenses are adjusting to that.
Yeah, I think number one, you have to attack the switch. That's first and foremost. And it's an interesting balance between attacking and being patient. Because the one thing you're ultimately seeking in every switch is a favorable matchup for yourself. That's where a critical thinking guard who knows where to find and put the ball is so critical to your success.
That's a good way to look at it. Bean passes to Best. And here is Satoransky, defended by Gibson. Portis against Levine. Here's Markkanen. Kept alive. Best tries yet again. Markkanen trying to break loose. Best's shot is good. Best's got 17 now.
Well, this is what he does. Find ways to make his presence felt, then this time on the offensive glass.
How about the hustle on display there? That kind of effort will earn respect from everyone.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
And Satoransky kicks to Levine. A minute 42 left in the third. Best can't hit.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Good for the basket. Number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
That's tipped. Stolen by Markkanen. Now here's Levine. He's tightly guarded. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot. Hot!
Trier passes to Harkless. Back to Trier. Over in the corner, Harkless. 6 on the shot clock. Chicago grabs the miss.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Pass to Best. Here's Satoransky. Offline with his 3.
Boy, a forgettable night for him, but thankfully his teammates have played well overall.
The pass to Trier. Dotson in the corner. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Best's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Valentine wide open. He fires. Misses. And so it's Chicago with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. And they're... And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Here's Gibson. Setting the floor for the Knicks. Portis is out there with Mo Harkless. Then it's Taj Gibson. And it's Dotson in at the shooting guard position. New York moving it around. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Lauri Markkanen. And for the length of Bobby Portis, he's sure to provide a bit of fire when he's on the floor.
Well, Portis is never afraid to mix it up with the opponent or sometimes his own guys. This guy plays with a passion that maybe isn't for everyone, but boy, it does spark his teams.
Here's Best, defended by Portis. Best passes to Markkanen. 5 to shoot. And Satoransky kicks to Levine. Fires the 3. He can't hit that time. And New York will come the other way. Over to the left wing. Down low. Here's Gibson. Lays it up and banks it in.
Boy, Taj Gibson unafraid in the face of contact. How tough is this guy?
Satoransky with it. Levine passes to Porter. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Passes it to Dotson. Portis against Markkanen. Portis kicks to Dotson. Floats one up, and the layup is up and in.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Chicago leading by 16. To the left wing. Porter passes to Satoransky. Here's Best. Back to Satoransky. Pass to Best. A Looking for Markkanen. He gets it there. And they pick up 2. And the Bulls lead by 18.
Look, you got to keep Markkanen out of the paint. He's just too big on that block and imposes his will.
New York calls timeout. And for a player that didn't come in with a lot of fanfare to the NBA, Markkanen is one of the top young players in the league.
They call him the Mark.
You've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the baseline.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. And I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
Remember it very well.
Incredible.
Back to Satoransky. Here's Best. And no good that time. Great D that time from Gibson. Levine against Randall. Over Levine. Randall no good.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder should he have moved it just one pass more.
Levine can't hit. Knicks trail by 17. Here's Payton. That one good for 2.
Very hard to stay in front of Elfrid Payton. This guy has got the speed to get by defenders.
Outside Levine. Here's Best, guarded by Robinson. Best passes to Satoransky. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Taj Gibson picks one up, and the first one drops. A different look for New York. Reese Harkless comes in for Randall. And it's Trier in for Taj Gibson. Knicks have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Doubled by Best. Out to the wing. It's up a 3. Satoransky grabs the miss. Satoransky's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Young. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Young's got his first 2 points of the night.
You can see how comfortable Thad Young is. Give him the ball, let him go into attack mode.
Trier passes to Robinson. Rebound by Best. The Bulls leading by 19 points. Young outside. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
Kev, no hesitation whatsoever from Thaddeus Young. Just pulls the trigger immediately.
Trier from long range hits the 3-point bomb. Trier's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Best passes to Young. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Here's Best, guarded by Robinson. And they're running. And finished off by Robinson.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And now we present our Jordan Player of the Game.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
And who'd have thought he'd be the guy to shake them out of this losing streak? Maybe that's been the problem. He hasn't been playing as big a role as he should have. The Bulls leading by 16. Satoransky, the pass to Best. To the middle. Here's Levine. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Well, Levine is a scorer. Plain and simple. It matters not inside, outside. He's got it all.
Now here's Payton.
2 minutes, 2 1.
1:57 left in the fourth quarter. Chalk up 2 there. Here's Levine. Here's Best. Pass to Markkanen. Here's Best. Four on the shot clock. Markkanen, and it's good. 2 points. Markkanen's got 4 this quarter.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Bulls.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year. Actually, their 5th win on the year.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
Best's shot is good.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt, GA. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. A different look for New York. Knox, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Ellington comes in for Harkless, and Smith subbed in for Payton. 46 seconds left in the fourth. Portis, the pass to Trier. Portis kicks to Smith. 5 on the clock. From deep. It's hauled in by the Bulls. And stolen by Portis. And there's the pass to Knox. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Kevin Knox seeking the contact, makes the basket. That is well done.
Here's Dunn. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The first free throw is good. No good on the second free throw. Here's New York. 15-point game. Bounce pass from Ellington. Got a piece of it. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Lays it in off the breakaway.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
You know, we got some great talent in the locker room, and if we all get on the same page, we can really do some damage and make a spark in this league.
So what's been the most surprising thing about being an NBA player?
Just how much I was able to learn from my teammates. You know, all these guys are great at what they do, and to be in this environment is pretty amazing. So I'm trying to soak up everything like a sponge.
Good stuff, Che. Well, I tell you what, we'll let you get back to the locker room, but thank you for joining us.
Hey, no problem, bro.
Keep it real, broski.
Che, talk about your defense a little. What helped you lead the team in steals tonight?
Winning the turnover battle is huge, Patty, so I'm always trying to get my hands on the ball. And in general, I think my defense awareness is getting better, too. So I'm able to see the ball, see my man, and read the offense at a high level.
Great, thanks, Che.
All good. Ted, you the man.
How's he liking the city?
Oh, he's loving it. Loving it a lot more now he's gotten off the bench, too. There he is!
Hey, guys.
Che, how's it going?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Right, take a seat, fellas.
Yeah,
Let's
cool.
talk.
Yeah.
So, I want you to meet Don, the rep from Jordan.
Big fan of yours, Che. It's really great to meet you.
Oh, thanks, man. I'm excited to be here with you.
I think it's safe to say we're all excited about potentially working together.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So what do you say we just jump right in, start talking contracts?
Yeah, let's do it. Works for me.
Let's do it. Pretty painless, huh?
For you, maybe, but I gotta justify these numbers to my bosses.
Don, that is no way to treat your new star.
Look, man, you know I'm just playing, right? Nothing but love over here. Seriously, Che, we are really excited to bring you into the Jordan family, and we think this partnership's got a great future.
I appreciate that, Don.
First of all, I'd like to thank all of you for joining us today. You know, whenever you get an athlete of Che's caliber to join your team, that's a reason to celebrate. And the Jordan team is thrilled to have him on board. All right, I know you all want to talk to him, so we'll get right to it and toss it to Che for questions.
Ted the man, what's up?
Congrats on the new deal, Che. So what's it mean to sign a deal like that at this stage of your career?
You know, it's pretty cool to know that someone thinks highly enough of you to have you represent them, but, you know, for me, I'm always going to focus more on winning, on the team, and being a better basketball player. I mean, that's what it's all about, right? Basketball comes first, and this stuff, it comes second. Okay, I'll take another question. Vinny, what's up?
Now that you got all that shoe deal money,
You planning on splurging a little?
Ah, splurging. I don't know about all that, man. You know, I don't want to be one of those guys who wastes all his money before he retires. You know, I got a long career ahead of me, hopefully. But nothing's guaranteed in this league. You know what? Maybe after I retire and it's all over, I'll splurge a little. But for now, it's all about ball.
All right, we got time for one more question. Patty.
Any plans to release a signature shoe?
I mean, that's the goal, yeah? I believe in myself, so why shouldn't I believe I deserve my own shoe?
All right, that's all the time we have questions for. I want to thank everybody for attending, and of course to Che, too, for being so kind to give us a few minutes during his busy schedule.
Thanks, everyone. Appreciate it.
All right.
Hey, Patty, we got to sit down for the interview.
You know it.